And a very good morning to you. It's Wednesday, February 5th. And this is Milton Baker along with Sandy Alexander with the Community Profile program. Sandy, the co-host and executive producer of the show. And hello, Miss Sandy.
Hello, Mr. Milton.
You doing okay today?
I am.
All right. Please, if you would, introduce your twin who is here in the studio. If anybody's watching on KTCBroadcasting.com, if you're watching the studio camera, you will see that Sandy and our guest are dressed alike today.
In purple.
Yeah, I did not get the memo. I wore, what is this, rust?
Rust color.
Yes.
Rust, yeah, it's not burgundy, is it? It's rust. I wore rust today. You guys wore purple.
Well, it's a fluke because I sure didn't know what she was wearing, and she didn't know what I was wearing.
Oh, yeah, likely story.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sandy and I are sisters from another mother.
That's right.
That's right.
Well, you look like twins today.
Well, thank you. That's a compliment.
Yeah.
But anyway, we are glad to have Angela Padgett, as always, with us today from the Neal Senior Center, and we look forward to her coming. And
I think I called her by her maiden name this morning on the radio.
Oh, that's
Did
okay.
I called her Angela Patterson.
he does that to me all the time. He said, Angela Patterson. I said, who? He said, Padgett.
Well, I
Padgett.
knew her before the Padgett
yeah.
part, yeah.
At least, like I always say, my initials are now APP. So I'm an
right.
official app graduate
You're an
because my initials are APP.
Very good,
I
very
didn't
good.
plan that.
Well, my daughter had a pocketbook made for me and put my initials, and it's SAG, SAG.
I would
And
tell
I said, don't do that anymore.
That's funny now.
I said, just spell Sandy. Don't put initials anymore.
That's pretty funny. Well, I don't know where to go after that.
That was a classic, I tell you. But what's going on, little lady?
Oh, a lot's going on. And the first thing I'm going to talk about today is a flea market that we've got coming up Friday. You know, we've got the big one. This is usually besides our holiday bazaar, the February winter flea market's our biggest flea market.
Mm-hmm.
Simply because we have vendors coming in. We've got about 35 coming in. But we also have, we use part of the PA room of the Dover Wing. The Senior Center collects items all year long to be able to sell themselves at this flea market. And you probably remember.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
And I'm getting ready to say, is if there's some way possible you can remind me.
I will. I
Friday.
certainly will.
Why don't you call the swap shop Friday morning?
Okay.
And
I sure
put it
will.
on there, and that
I sure
will
will. I
remind me
appreciate
because
that.
I've got to go.
Yeah, and they've got. I went in there yesterday, and it looks they've got a ton of stuff in that area. That they glassware, books, the whole line of Harry Potter books.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody donated every book.
Wow.
Oh,
And
my
they
goodness.
and they're in there, and of course I think they'll probably. I'm not sure, they might sell them as a set, but right now they've got marked individually. But if somebody wanted to buy the whole set, I'm sure
Oh yeah.
they'll let them. So, and then just a lot of flowers, just different things in there. A lot of nice stuff, housewares, collectibles, whatnot. But then of course, you know, we got the other vendors coming in, and I've got Avon, you know, a lady from Avon, Sarah Cochran, always sells at my flea markets. She's coming in to sell. We have a lot of people from the bazaars coming back that that sold for the first time with us at the bazaar, and they're coming back. And so it's a lot of handmade items. Got some Rayfields coming from Dallas that are actually kinfolk of mine, and they're coming for the first time, and they're
Okay.
selling. I'm excited about that. So yeah, a lot of neat stuff going on. Plus, of course, we have our ham biscuit sale tomorrow. We're selling plain biscuits, ham biscuits, liver mush biscuits. If you want to call in and place an order, you can do that. Or if you want to come by and buy them in person, you know, just come right up and buy one. You can do that too.
Now,
So
when is that?
That's in the morning. That'll start at 8:00.
Okay.
So if you put a bulk order in ahead of time, you just let us know what time you want to come pick them up. They're going to start wrapping them at 6:00.
Okay.
So so again, a lot of businesses in the area, if they want to order, just call the Senior Center at 704-482-3488. Talk to Mary and get their order in. But again, you can, any individual can come in while the flea market's going on and buy. And of course, at lunchtime we'll have a hot dog sale. So we'll have food all day long.
Sounds like it.
That's
Sounds
good.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You have food to folks will show up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we have another gentleman, speaking of food, he sells every flea market, Glenn Hicks. He's going to have fudge and cakes and pies and things like that. So he's a woodworker and a baker. So
That's
half his table is woodworking and the other half is baked goods.
That's
So yeah, we're looking forward to it.
That's great.
8 to 2.
8 to 2 is
yeah,
the
we're
hours.
selling 8 to 2. Mm-hmm.
Okay, very, very
So,
good.
Yeah.
And it's
And
something you do every year, right?
we do 4 flea markets a year.
Oh.
So this is, like I said, besides the holiday bazaar, which is in November, this is our biggest flea market.
Do people,
So-
this may sound like a strange question, but being in business and your
Oh, yeah.
family's in it, do people need to bring cash or check?
That's a good. I'm glad you asked that question. Yeah, cash or checks. Most of them take checks, but we do not have any way to take a debit card.
Right.
So I appreciate that. Now sometimes, we had a gentleman that came to the bazaar last year. These new fangled phones. These iPhones can take credit cards now, and he was actually able to access the internet through his phone and swipe cards. But the folks coming in tomorrow, I'm
be
not
doing
sure. Some may have that opportunity, but I would just go ahead and just bring cash or a checkbook.
Yeah. Okay.
By all means, do that. Thank you for reminding me of that.
I'm getting used to being asked that a lot down at
Exactly.
memory lane.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We of course we have a convenience store, so we'd be crazy if we didn't have
Yeah,
all the way to take the money. And of course we have an ATM in there too. So
You have to have it in your business. Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the biggest thing going on this week at the senior center. Besides the little things, the programs that we offer, and of course tomorrow being Thursday, the first Thursday of the month, we'll have blood sugar screening, and we'll have blood pressure checks. So I've talked about that before. You can welcome to come in and get that. That's from 8 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. So by all means, if you need to want that service, just come on in and come walk right in. You don't even have to have an appointment.
Free.
It's free. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. It sure is.
Okay.
It sure is. So, of course, another service that we offer that's this time of the month or this time of the year, we do offer signups for is commodities. And I've spoke about commodities. If you're 55 and up and in need of food, by all means, come by on the 10th, 11th, or 12th and sign up for commodities. And it's usually a good amount of food. You sign up in February and you pick up in March. We do that 4 times a year. It's every quarter. And again, it's the 10th, 11th, and 12th. Come by and just sign up. And you have to be 55 and up. And of course, you have to be a certain income level too. But we do offer that service through, and the Shelby Lions Club helps. And you'd be surprised at the number of people that come in that needs that service. And of course, if you're out there and need it, please come by. I do know that I think they do a commodity sign up at the fairgrounds too. But of course, we can sign you up right away as well. There's a lot of places in the area that you can get that service from.
Okay.
So, but again, please come by and visit us if you need to. That's the biggest things going on right now in February.
Okay.
To be honest with you, we do have another, of course, Valentine's Day is coming up.
Yeah.
So February the 13th, we're having a special Valentine's Day lunch. You can come in and just come in at 11:30 like you would the normal lunch. 11:30 to 1, we'll have music, and some special music, and of course the food will be good, I'm sure. And we open our kitchen up Monday through Thursday, and of course that's a Thursday, the 13th. And 11:30 to 1, just come by and visit us the day before Valentine's.
Okay.
We'd love to have you.
So a big crowd usually for that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
usually. And our busiest days at the senior center as far as eating lunch is Tuesdays. That's the busiest day. But by all means, we're open again Monday through Thursday for lunch, and we'd like to see a lot of people out there eating. Got a good food today. We're having fried chicken and au gratin potatoes. So and again, 11:30 is when our kitchen opens, and it closes at 1. We'd love to have it of all ages. Any age can come in and eat with us.
Is there any building next to you that I could open my antique store in?
Actually, there is.
See, I could just go over there for lunch, get fried chicken, go to the festival. I mean the flea market,
Yeah.
and
Oh, yeah.
and not have to miss
Go up there
a
and
lick at
work
the
on the
store.
curves equipment, shoot some pool. whatever you want to do. But
and-
there is a building, the old Life Enrichment building, has been sitting there for sale for forever and a day.
So they make a good antique
Oh
store.
gosh, yeah, it would. It sure would.
Okay.
You'd have to
Lord.
sell a lot of antiques, I think, to pay for that building. though.
Probably, yeah.
Lord,
yeah.
it'd take him a year to move from Kraus to.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
Oh,
Will y'all
man.
help? Will y'all help me? I've got about 10,000
Oh,
little
yeah.
items in the store.
I tell you, that cafeteria, where I worked at before, it was always going to a fast food joint, coming back, eating at your desk. You can just walk right out my door and go to that cafeteria and just,
Isn't that
good
convenient?
home cooked meal. I
That
don't.
sounds delicious. Yeah,
Mhm,
sounds
it
wonderful.
sure is. We had cube steak yesterday. That was really good.
Anybody, it's just like a regular restaurant
It
anywhere.
sure is a regular restaurant.
Anybody come on down and
Anybody can, and like I said, our menu is always posted. So online on our Facebook page, you can call and ask what the menu is going to be. We schedule it a month in advance. So if somebody wants to know what we're going to have, end of the month, we can tell you.
Yeah.
And by all means, call and we'll send you. We'll actually mail you a menu if you want us to. So be happy to do that.
And it's what, $5 a meal?
It's $5.50
$50.
and $4.50 for people volunteers. And of course, if you volunteer, you want to come in and volunteer, you can get your meal for $4.50 if you're working that day. But mostly $5 or $5.50.
Yeah. Switching gears a little bit. Last week's inclement weather. Do you have a way to get word out to the folks when the center, does it usually close for bad weather like we had last week?
We did close for the day.
And you have a way of getting the word out to people.
Yes, sir, we sure do. You go online or you
Why
go.
she call me sir?
Well, Lisa didn't call you Shirley though.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's
Go ahead.
okay. There is a number that you can call. You just call the main number 482-3488. They'll give you the number, the inclement weather line.
Okay.
And I'm thinking it's 704-482-5624, but I'm not sure. I'm sorry, I don't know. You would think I would know that, but but they can just call the ladies at the front desk and they can tell you. I'm surprised I don't know the number, but I apologize for that. But yeah, they could give you indicate, for the next round, because I'm sure we're probably going to get hit again before the winter's up.
Talking about they're talking about this weekend, so that maybe wouldn't affect the senior center too much.
Yeah.
Now, I did have a friend of mine who sent me a public service announcement. They are using the Neal Senior Center this Sunday afternoon for a special speaker. I think it's the Broad River Genealogical
Broad River
Society.
Genealogy. That's right.
Yeah.
That's exactly
they're
right.
Having, They're having a special speaker this Sunday afternoon.
They sure are. Yeah,
inviting
they
everybody.
I believe it's the second Sunday of every month.
So there are things that go on there on the weekends, but it's
right.
maybe just a certain club or
certain
group
club,
that meets.
or when we rent. We have a rental actually this weekend too. So we actually are booked. I'm pretty proud. The next 3 months we're booked solid.
Wow.
And I'm tickled to death by that. Just people just started calling, and it's church groups, civic groups. It's wedding receptions, birthday parties. We've just been trying to get the word out that we rent that facility, and just all of a sudden, people started calling up, and we're very excited because one of the rentals that we have, we're hoping will bring in more rentals, and that's we have acquired the Cleveland County Bridal Fair.
Oh, great.
And Mrs. Young called me, and we got to working on that, and that's March 8th and 9th. So I was actually going to talk about that, but we're hoping to get a few more rentals off that deal, But for 2 days, the brides will be out there coming through, and if you guys, anybody out there is interested in being a vendor, of course Cheryl's taking care of that, but you can go on our Facebook page and our website to download the vendor application. But you also can go to the Cleveland County Bridal Fair Facebook page and download it from there too.
No.
So I'm sure that she's needing some more vendors, but I've been watching her Facebook page every day, and she just gets more and more and more. So pretty proud of that, and that's going to bring a lot of people through our senior center that probably have never been there before.
Right.
So really excited about that.
Yeah, open up a new genre of people about the senior center.
Exactly.
And for anyone out there listening, something that just occurred to me is if I'm correct on this, the senior center, a lot of older folks have mobility trouble, but the senior center I can't recall ever seeing a step anywhere.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's
you
all
won't.
just drive right in.
Even the
if you're
front
in a
doors
wheelchair.
open up on their own.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have. Yeah, you don't see any steps unless you're going out the back dock for some reason to take trash out to the dumpster. That's the only steps you're going to see is at the
so
back
everything
dock.
if you're in a motorized chair.
Oh yeah.
And those are
very
welcome.
accessible.
Those are welcome at the senior
Oh,
center.
they are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have people every day that come into the kitchen to eat, and they're on, in a mobile walker, wheel.
Motorized chair
Yeah.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah, mobile.
So it's just all. Yeah. I was just got to thinking about that. I know it's all one. I was thinking it's all one level. There's no upstairs, second
Right.
floor, or anything. So that's
Exactly.
great. That's
and
very
our apartments,
accessible.
the apartments that we own, there's no 2 stories to that either. It's all one level apartments,
So-
and so we're very conscientious
Had that
about that.
planned with folks' mobility issues in mind.
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Yes, sir. So,
That's great.
we pride ourselves to the fact that we help out as much as we can, and even the bathrooms. We have showers in our bathrooms that are easy accessible if someone needs, someone older that needs to use that. Welcome to that. A lot of stuff that we offer. A lot of people just don't know how much that we offer. We always, anybody interested in coming, even seeing our building, is welcome to come.
Yeah.
And we give guided tours. We can do that every day, and Monday through Friday, of course. And if you're interested in even looking at the building, come on. No matter what age you are. I always say, we're all going to get older one day.
Yeah. Hopefully
We're
we
all
will.
going to need the service one day, and just to be able to know ahead of time what a facility like ours offers. Plan ahead. I always tell people plan ahead.
Maybe we talked about this the last time you were here, but with cold weather definitely upon us now, I imagine sometimes you have some elderly folks or just folks in general who come in to get some shelter from the storm, but you're not really a shelter, but the staff there, they could help folks get pointed in the right direction
right.
for assistance
Oh,
or
right.
some type of warm place to stay and
Oh,
that sort
right.
of thing.
Yeah, that's, housing is a big part of that. But we do offer services. We can refer people to DSS for help with such as that, or with housing referrals. We own 3 properties, but we have housing lists. Like I keep our housing list up to date for people that even realtors, names of other apartment complexes in the community, not just elderly housing, but multifamily housing that they can call if they need a place to stay. But we do have a lot of places we can refer people to. Plus we have the food pantry. Think that not just, places to stay, but during the winter months, you'll be surprised at the seniors that run out of the food because their heat bill's so high. They have to choose between paying their heating bill or paying for food.
Yeah.
And we've had a lot of people that have come used our food pantry, and we need help with that food pantry. Anybody willing to donate food, we need it because people, it seems like the winter months are the heavier months on something like that.
Sandy, any?
Well, what a good thing to have that people can know that if they're hungry, they can go there and get food. And
That's right.
if anybody wants to donate, they just need to call, or can they just take it by?
They can bring by, and then we can give them a slip, to show on their taxes if they want to, a donation slip. But anytime that we're open and they have food, and not just food, but incontinence supplies, diapers, things like that, depends. If they have an old wheelchair sitting around that they are not using anymore, spouse used and they've passed on, and it's just sitting there, we would be happy to take that off their hands.
Sure.
Because we do loan out that product too, that type of supplies too. So just a lot of stuff. We also have, like I said, the commodities. That's a big thing. People, we give it, that commodities, you get enough food. A senior really doesn't eat a lot. So a lot of that will last a good while. Plus, if you get from our food pantry, and we have Meals on Wheels, we have home delivered meals. We have the meals, of course, the kitchen again, you can come in and eat. So we offer a lot by means of feeding people.
A lot more than just seniors gathering around to
shoot pool,
play bingo, or a lot more
Right.
going on.
Oh,
Exercise
yeah, exactly.
and
exercise,
things like that.
We want to keep it's independent living, and we want to keep people independent as long as they can, and that's what we help with, and any little bit helps.
We've talked about the building the cost of building the senior center, and you're still working on paying for that.
We owe over $400,000 on our building, and any little bit helps. And we even have a jar that's sitting out on our counter, and for people just to drop change in, and that money goes to our building fund. The money that we bring in for bingo goes to our building fund. So yeah, we need to get that building paid off. If we could get that building paid off, that just opens up so much more opportunity to be able to help other people. And and so any little bit helps on that. We have naming rights. If someone is wanting to put their mother's name on our kitchen, all they have to do is call Paulette. She could talk to them about price. Paulette Putnam's our director. She can talk to them about price, and yeah, we would love to have somebody's mama's name on that kitchen if we can get some money in toward that building fund.
Absolutely. Now, you mentioned bingo, and we talked about bingo today.
Not yet. No, we haven't.
Yeah, let's talk about bingo.
We have bingo every Monday night, starting at 5:30. Early games start at 5:30. The regular games start at 7. Again, that money goes toward our building fund, but we need to get our bingo numbers back up. Okay. Of course, wintertime people stay in.
Yeah.
So, we want to get those numbers up, because if we can guarantee, if at least 65 people come in, we can guarantee the $500 jackpot. So that's big money. I don't know about you, but I'd love to win $500.
Sure.
But yeah, just come on out and play. The minimum to play is $16. That buys your minimum packet, and just come out and fellowship with us too. We have concessions there, hot dogs, very good hot dogs.
Yeah.
All the soda you can drink. Of course, you have to pay for it, but we offer different types of soda and nachos and popcorn and whatnot. So everybody has a good time when they come.
What about someone who wants to come but doesn't really have the means or transportation to get there? Do you try to help match people up so and so can give somebody a ride, or do you have any type of service where you at this point you shuttle people in?
Yeah, now during the day, of course, we have TAC vans and the CCT bus comes
and
by.
They come by.
They bring,
okay.
Yeah, they'll bring people to the facility. A lot of our daytime friends rides a TAC van.
Okay.
And they come up, but during bingo, no.
Oh yeah, I was talking about.
But during the day, yes, we have that. We actually have people that live out at our housing property, because our housing properties are on Marion West and West Warren Street, Marion Street, and they'll get on those buses and come right up.
That's good.
So
the bus does stop at the senior center.
They sure do.
Okay. And your address again for anyone out there who just tuning in and maybe doesn't know where this is at in Shelby.
100 T.R. Harris Drive is where we're located, right up of going up toward Fallston. You go past the hospital on Grover Street and keep on going, and we're there near Time Warner Cable Building.
Beautiful.
100 T.R. Harris Drive.
Beautiful facility.
Exactly. And again, that flea market's 8 o'clock in the morning, 8 to 2 on Friday, so have to come by and see us.
Yep. Don't you forget to call the swap shop and
I won't
everybody.
forget, I promise.
Sandy?
And that building that he might be interested in.
Oh.
No, I think I'm gonna stay where I am. I just like the sound of that fried chicken.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, what you need to do is come and set you a table up.
Yeah.
Please set you a table. Bring you some mac and cheese.
I can only be so many places at one time. If I'm not in Krause, then I don't know. People won't find me, but anyway, good show today.
Yeah,
Angela.
I do want to give a shout out to two people who I know is listening right now, and her name is Cindy Brady and Jean, that are listening to the senior center right now. I made sure they're plugged in online and they're listening, and I want to say hello to them.
Are they watching? I
think so.
Seeing the purple twins here.
Yeah, the purple.
Now, purple is the color for. Is it Relay for Life? Is it purple?
I've got a lot of purple shirts.
It's something
I know they
to do.
did something on Facebook this weekend. Everybody's changing their profile color to purple.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's Cancer Day.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
So I noticed that.
You guys' sweaters are not exactly like, but there's so much. You got
That's
the big
similar.
butt.
You
Got the big buttons. Is that the
and
style? The big buttons.
Well, that
I
may
guess
never
so.
happen again. But for today, it did.
You call us Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Oh, man. Well,
I can just hear Calvin. And Tweedledum sounds more like it.
No, you call me Tweedledum.
Well, it's so much. It's so fun to have you with us.
Yeah,
As
thank you. I
always.
appreciate
We always
it.
have
I
a
look
good time.
forward to it every month.
Yes.
All right, and Sandy.
That's
Is that
it for the
today?
week,
That's
Buddy
it for
Ruth.
the week. Okay. We appreciate all our guests this week coming in. Thank you, Angela Padgett.
Thank
I didn't
you.
call you Patterson. Angela Patterson Padgett. APP. App.
APP, yeah, just call me APP.
APP. Thank you,
That's
APP.
easy since you went to app.
Yeah.
And we thank you for coming in. It's always a pleasure to have you. Sandy, next week, got them all lined up or still working on some
I am
days?
working on. Can you tell I've just got things in
Yeah, you got a
a
notebook
dither
full
here.
of notes there.
I'm a baby. Let's see. Tell you right fast. We've got a lot of good shows coming up. Jill Miracle, we will be speaking with on the 17th. Girl, they are having a fashion show. Pam Stone, that used to play Judy Watkins on Coach, the comedian, is going to be there.
Oh, wow.
And a wonderful dinner. And so I'm going to go to it, and I'm really looking forward to it. Jenny from the Cleveland County Arts Council, I believe, will be here next week. Excuse me, the Greater Shelby Community Theater. And then Pam McSwain from the Crisis Pregnancy Center. And we've got other things planned. Joyce Scott. And then we're going to talk about good water to drink.
Kangen water.
Yes.
I saw that on the little computer over there.
So we're supposed to be.
I've heard good things about that water.
Oh, I have too. And I'm looking forward to hearing what he has to say about this water. So, got a lot of good shows.
All right. And we thank you, everyone, for making the program a success and very popular. The community profile. Sandy, we started this. Have we reached our year anniversary yet?
Oh yeah.
We're working on year number
we're
2.
working on 2.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
All right. We'll be back then next week, folks, right here for you, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, Community Profile. Angela, again, thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And Sandy, thank you, as always. The hard work you do.
Well, it's like I said, I
you putting up with guys around here that pick on you, and because we love you.
It's a blessing to have guys to pick on you the way y'all do. I'm still trying to think of a good blessing to bestow on you and Danny.
Oh, she calls them blessings.
I don't call it revenge. I call it blessings.
Bye, y'all. We're going.
Bye.
Morning,
You make my morning.
noon,
Well, I'm at work.
and night.
The way home from work.
The one you can count on for fun.
Big O Country, WHS Shelby, WLON Lincoln, WCSL Cherville Gastonia.
They wear the crown of the king.
It's an iconic brand.
Let's fly. Slater catches, comes down, dribbles, shoots, scores!
An unparalleled tradition of excellence.
Suleiman loading for 3, nails another. Finger way up too high. Josh Harrison down the lane. Oh my goodness!
Rebels on a roll. The building's going crazy.
How sweet it is!
Tune in all season long on your home for Duke basketball.
Duke Blue Devil, North Carolina, Clemson Tiger Basketball,